Thank you for tuning back into my channel. My name is Annette, if you don't know me. Um, Thank you for watching my channel. I've been missing for a little while because it's been a crazy past couple of months. You know, they say things happen in threes. Well, for me, it happened in sixes. But I'm back. And so today I'm going to talk a little bit about repotting I got this plant from my neighbor, my philodendron, neon philodendron is what she said. Has a bad leaf, but that's okay. It needs to be in a little bit bigger pot, and I think it'll do better. And my monstera Peru, it needs a bigger pot because the soil I don't think is good. I'm going to put this down here so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. The soil, oops, sorry about that. The soil is like falling through the pot. So I have my soil here that I bought from my local pet store. I have some perlite, and I have my charcoal, and then I also have my orchid bark. And so I'm going to put this philodendron in this size pot here. So we're going to do that first, and then I'll show you the Monstera Peru. But I'm going to put my gloves on so that way I'm not getting dirt underneath my fingernails. I hate that feeling, which I do it all the time, but okay. Okay, so let's just start with some soil. Reach in here, grab a handful. That'll probably be good. I have more if I need it. Let's do a little bit of perlite. This soil does have some perlite in it, but I like to add a little bit more. Not a lot, but I do add just a little bit more. Just a little bit. And then let's put some charcoal. Charcoal I put in here because I do think that it helps with fungus gnats. So I do like having a little bit of charcoal in it. Even if it doesn't, I like to believe that it does. I'm doing just a small handful. Not very much. And then again, we'll do orchid bark. And I'll probably do just a handful of this too. If I can get into it without making a big old mess. So in the comments, leave in the comments, how was your holidays, your Christmas and your Thanksgiving? Mine was good, except other things in the house went wrong. And I'm going to mix this up really good. Other things in the house just wasn't going my way. Things one after another. It was crazy. Okay, I'm going to put some in here. And I'm doing this over a box that I have. Let's see if that should be good. Okay, so I'll move this out of the way. I'll put this here. So I'm going to just squeeze this out of the pot and take a look at the roots. I have not done that. No roots are coming out of the bottom yet, but let's just take a look. Oh yeah, it needed to be repotted. But the roots look good, except for this one. But I'm not going to disturb it too much. I'm just going to pop that in here. Now we need to get some more soil. And put that in here. I really like using this mixture that I do with the orchid bark, perlite, and the soil. I like the soil much better than the soil that usually it comes in. I think it's better soil. But sometimes you make a big old mess like me. And after this, I will water these really good. That's one thing that this one, it just was drying out so fast because it was in that little tiny pot, and it just needed to be upgraded a little bit. A little bit more right here in this corner. So I think this plant will be happier in this bigger pot. So I think that looks pretty good, and I will water her. I'm just going to give it a quick pat just to kind of get the soil and everything down to the bottom of the pot. That right there needs some more. Okay, that should be good. So that one is done. So I'm going to put this one aside. Now let me show you my Monstera Peru. This poor thing, I just don't think the soil's very good. So I'm going to take it out over here because every time I take it out, soil comes falling out of the bottom of the pot that it's in. Okay, let me get it. I did try to water it, and that's when I was like, you know what, this needs to be repotted. So this is the pot that it is in currently, but the plant itself looks really healthy. I'm going to take the tag out. So I'm going to put it into this size pot. So it's a little bit bigger, as you can see here. Not a huge difference, but it is bigger. So we're going to put some soil. Let's see, let's move this out of the way. Let's move it over here for now. Put that underneath. Okay, we gotta mix up some more soil though. Okay, so we'll do a couple handfuls. I'm almost out of soil, but that's okay. Spring is coming. Then I'll get more because that's when I'm gonna have to repot some plants, I think. Mix this in pretty good before I need a little more. Another handful. That should be good. And add some charcoal in here. So do you guys have a Monstera Peru? And if so, how do you like it? Mine is growing so well. I really like it. I think it's so pretty too. Now I'm going to do some organic. I like my soil to be a little bit chunkier. Not like the soil it's in. That soil that it's in, it just, everything seems to run through that soil. Like you water it and everything just goes right through it. It doesn't soak up into the plant, it seems like. And I don't like that. So let's put some soil in here. And let's just see if that's going to be enough for this plant. Let's see. Let's turn it this way so you guys can kind of see. Yep, that should be good. Might have a little bit too much in there. Take a little bit out. Okay. That should be good. That should be good. So this is what it looks like in here. Okay, now let's see how this looks, how the roots look and everything. Let's take this out of its pot. I'm going to gently tip it kind of upside down. Squeeze this a little bit. Look at the soil just falling. This is how it's been, just falling. Oh, wow. Yeah, this needed a repot. Look at the soil. It's just falling off. Oh my goodness. Whoops, I am making a mess. It's just falling literally out of my hand. Look at that. Let's just kind of hold it like that. Oh no. I don't like that at all. But, okay. I want to get a little bit more of that soil off right here. The roots look good though. Lots of roots. All right, we're going to put it in here. I got quite a bit of soil off of there. So let's, and that's the other thing with this soil. I'll move the soil out of the way. I noticed that it has had fungus gnats. So I have this, it's high yields systematic insect granules that I'm going to put some in the soil. And that is supposed to help. So we're going to put some in the soil before I add more soil. And this stuff does stink, so they tell you to put it in and then cover it with your soil. So that's what I'm doing now, is I'm going to put some in. That should be good. Now let's put some soil in here. This one seems to want to come out. Okay. This was in desperate need of a repot. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe how bad of it really was. I didn't think it was quite that bad, but apparently it was. I'm going to have to mix up some more soil, but that's okay. So all I'm doing is just lifting up these leaves. Let me do that so you can see, and putting new soil in, which I need to mix some more. Okay, so let's move this over here for a second. Let me put over here and mix some more soil. Yeah, always when you buy your plants, you should always check them to see how the roots look and everything, which I did check. I pulled it out and the roots looked great, but I did not realize that it was going to, the soil was going to fall out like it was. So it needed a repot. And the judge of that soil was pretty wet. Pretty wet. I know I just watered it, but it just ran out. It didn't even absorb into it. So that means that water's been sitting there. So it's a good thing I repotted. Get some purple bark and put that in here. Let's mix that up really good. So what other things, nutrients and stuff do you guys put in your plants? Especially, like, I'm curious, like in the winter. Do you fertilize your plants in the winter? I don't fertilize very much. I don't know if you're supposed to, but I usually don't. Oops, I'm making a mess. Okay, let's get this plant back over here. It needs more. It needs more soil. Yeah, I don't usually fertilize my plants in the winter, but I don't think that it would hurt it if you did once in a while. Let me know your opinion on that. Oh yeah, this really needed a desperate repot. I'm glad that I finally decided to do it. I've been wanting to do it and I just hadn't done it. And I thought, you know, I need to get this done. No more excuses, just get it done, right? No more excuses. Like this, it just wants to come out. Needs more soil right there. A lot more soil. My dogs are sitting here waiting because they want to eat, but it's not quite feeding time. Close, but not quite. So they're waiting. I don't know if I would call it patiently, but they are waiting. Let me see. I think I need a little more soil right here. But, yeah. Okay. I think that is good. So that is the repot. And I made a big old mess. So now I got to clean up my big old mess that I made. But that's okay. So thank you for watching. And if you haven't yet, please like and subscribe to my channel. Let me move my camera up so you can see me. And thank you for watching. And if you have any hidden tips or tricks, please leave it in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.